just a dream. Didn't really try to kiss you twice. Oh, could you promise that you'd tell me if you liked it? 'Cause the road would end it down and keep putting my heart out on the line. Oh, darling, I don't take your breath away. Can you please stop taking mine? And when you're sober, you think it over. The thing I tell
Hello, hello. Hello, people. Get some bullshit copyright-free music going, eh? Get some bullshit going. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hey again. Just doing a little more animation work today, as you can see from the title. How's everybody doing? What time is it over there? What are you about to do? You have to work? You just got off work? What's going on? Need to get a feel for where you guys are at. Welcome back, Tyson. Willkommen. 12:40 in the afternoon, I presume? You're just studying, just drawing? Yeah, man. What are you studying for? You have a test soon, or are you in college, school, what? What's going on? Finishing a sprite atlas. I don't know what a sprite atlas is. What is that? I'm very ignorant towards a lot of, I'm assuming game dev shit. Terminology involved. Just kind of goofed off the whole week, mate. Welcome to Earth. The world is held together by fucking Elmer's glue and silly string. Everyone's goofing off, I promise you. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, I've seen those before. It's sort of like a sprite sheet, except it's like an optimization thing, right? Where you put all the sprites into one file and then you just program which one is displayed based on where it's positioned on the sprite sheet or something like that. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Like a really old school way of doing things, but it saves a ton of it's like really good for optimization of it. I only vaguely know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's interesting. I love sprite art. It's amazing. It's like timeless. That's the thing about good sprite art. It doesn't age. It's just cool forever. A bunch of dots, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have it all in one image, and then all you have to do is like program whatever. When this happens, when he's running, display this part of the image in this sequence. Like, I imagine that's what it's like. PS1 graphics are timeless too, man. Although I don't know how the younger generation will feel about those graphics. But I know that because I grew up with them, they're always going to look cool to me. And they don't take a lot of work, and they're very atmospheric. Love that shit. It ages way better than when games try to be hyper real anyway, because I mean, even from the jump, they look like shit now, but games that go for hyper real, within like a year, everyone's like, wow, I can't believe I thought that looked good. It's just not worth it, like, aiming for that level of fidelity. There's some companies that are really good at it, like Valve, Left 4 Dead still looks good because they just animated the characters so well. So even though the graphics are kind of cruddy, they have more life in them than say like an Unreal Engine fucking look, it looks like real life, it's just like real life. It's like, no, you're not selling the illusion, you're just aiming for a lot of polygons and shaders and reflections, and it still looks like shit. Like, if you rewatch those Left 4 Dead animations, like the opening cutscenes and stuff, even though the graphics are shit, it's still more convincing than a lot of modern games you will see, just because of the care put into breathing life into the characters. Yeah, realism has sort of been the death of style, but I'd say that style is rare to begin with. Like, if you look at like Sega Mega Drive or Super Nintendo games, there was a ton of like ugly games. Like, they've always existed. Like, people aiming for fidelity above everything else, and it just looks like dog shit. You just have to have artists that know what the fuck they're doing, like that, understanding that they're trying to sell an illusion. They're not trying to recreate reality from from the atom in digital form. Like, that shit's just absurd. And I say that as someone who did grow up playing GTA. Like, when I was a kid and I played GTA 3, I was like, wow, this looks just like real life. It doesn't. It looks like it was drawn with crayon. But that's what we thought back then. We genuinely thought that. Real. It's real, look, it's real. Yeah, rotoscope games, like, what was it, Prince of Persia as well, where, I mean, that game, I mean, it's ugly, but they sold the motion very well. Yeah, I don't know, I don't fuck with that hyper-real video game shit. There's just no point to it. Killer Trip, seriously, we did play Grand Theft Auto 3 back in the day, and we were like, this is real. This is basically real life. Like, we thought that. Because we'd never seen anything like it before. We had no idea that that was even possible in a video game. And looking back on it now, it's like, that game is nothing. Like, it's nothing. Without the radio stations and stuff, you're just driving around, shooting people, walking to places, picking things up, dropping them. It's like, it's a very bare bones game. But back then, it was like, this is, oh my god, what if one day, Grand Theft Auto, you have to pay bills and you have to fill your car up with gas, and wouldn't that be cool? Like, people would say stupid shit like that. It's like, no, that doesn't sound cool. That sounds like real life. You can just do that in real life. Final Fantasy 9, yeah, man. Yeah, graphics on that were crazy. How have you guys? Are you asking the chat? Because it's just me at the moment. Billy and Tommy haven't showed up yet. They'll probably drop in at some point. That's why their heads are grayed out at the moment. I'm doing alright. GTA 6? I will be playing it. I mean, I play every Grand Theft Auto. Those things are, like, so much human labor goes into creating those games that it's like, you're a fool if you don't at least play the campaign. But when a Grand Theft Auto game comes out, all I do is play the campaign, and then I just drop it. I'm like, wow, that was cool. Anyway. You gotta clean your bathtub? Yeah, man, do it. Clean your bathtub, and then, you know what? Afterwards, have a bath, because baths are cool and relaxing. And you gotta be kind to yourself. I fucking love baths, dude. I don't even take showers, I take baths. I didn't play LA Noire. That game is hilarious, though, where it's like, are you lying? And then he's pulling just the most contorted face imaginable. Like, it's it's so, that game seems like it would be a fucking piece of cake. Maybe I'd play it on stream one day. I don't really game that much these days, but if people want to see silly shit like that, I might be down for it. Okay, Void, see you another time. Maybe we'll see you on your lunch break or something. Yeah, I don't know when is a good time to stream for you. It's if you're working on Saturdays, that fucking sucks, bro. Sorry. Yeah, baths get you clean, man. What's my favorite old kids show? Looney Tunes. It's Looney Tunes. It's the old Looney Tunes. Like the Chuck Jones, Bob Clampett shit. That's my. I grew up on that stuff. There's nothing funnier, in my opinion. I never saw Yo Gabba Gabba. I don't think that was. I don't think that made it to England when I was coming up. But yeah, my favorite kids media was like Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes. Which I think I brought up Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry on like 3 separate streams now. But that's honest to God what I grew up with. That and Wallace and Gromit and shit like that, you know. I did like Ed, Edd n Eddy, yes. I did like that. Because there's this one episode where they build a city out of cardboard. And my little kid brain was like, I want to do that. I want to make a whole city out of cardboard. Because I used to like making forts when I was little. And that, to me, that was like inspirational. Like, you can do that? You can't do that. But I thought you could. At least for a minute, I thought you could do that. I used to watch Foster's Home as well, yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these shows. I guess I'm just not... Surprisingly, I'm not much of an animation fan, despite being an animator. Like, a lot of these properties are like, well, I watched them as a kid, but it's not like I want them to be rebooted or anything, you know? Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Like, it's, in regards to like slapstick and stuff, mate, nothing is topping Looney Tunes. It's peak. Okay, well, I'm just blabbering right now. I suppose I should give the people what they want, which is my slow animation process. I think I'm going to draw some facial expressions today for this lovely lady here. This sweet angel right here, who's just trying to do her fucking job. That's what we're up to. Here we are, look. I want to be paid maximum wage. Give me maximum wage, bitch. Your company would be nothing without these hands. You're glad you get to be on the stream? Hey man, welcome. There's no esteem here. We're just here to talk shit, you know. But happy to have you here. Welcome. Thanks, man. I've been doing this shit way too long. At this point in my life, I've been animating longer than I haven't been animating. I'm turning 30 next year, and I've been animating since I was like, technically 7 years old. So I used to do flick books on paper and stuff, and then I did pivot cartoons in my early, like when I was like 11 or something, and Flash. I bleed this shit. This isn't part of my DNA at this point. Prognosis animator disease. I'm sorry, ma'am. Your son is going to waste his life. Oh. Can I do anything about it? No. Okay. It's in my pores, man. It's in my gut biome. Some would say it's an eccentric vocation. Being a silly guy making silly things for silly people. I'm goofy goobering it up, man. Bunch of Weenie Hut Juniors in the chat. Here to see the silly man draw. Who is this man? What does he do with his time on Earth? It's this. The answer is this. I tweak eyebrows like I'm a fucking... What's the word for someone who plucks people's eyebrows to make them look quote-unquote better? What is that called? There's a word for it. Dog groom. A psychopath? Yeah, that's a good answer. I'm a dog groomer. I'm grooming this dog of a woman right here that I invented. Battle axe. No, she's lovely. She's a sweetheart. Be kind to her. Oi, Waffle. Scary German flag. How's it going, man? Are you a fan of Belgian waffles? I am. I like them. Do you like waffles? Dude, I did a stick figure animation of Do You Like Waffles when I was a kid. I'm not joking. Maybe I can play it for you? Hang on, let's see if I can play it for you. I made this when I was like 12. That goes way back for me. Just 1 second. Let's see if I can show it. Sync tube, does that work? Ah, of course it doesn't work. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, cool. What's going on here? Let me show you. Let me show you something. Something magical. You're not gonna expect this, but I made this when I was like 12. Do you like waffles? Here we go. See, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Don't think I don't, because I do. I've been there. I've been there. Yeah. I've been there. I've been around the block. I've been around the fucking block. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I was 12 when I did that. How about that shit? Fun fact. No need to gather round. That's probably going to get my stream struck. I just realized that right now. Like, that's probably mad copyrighted, and I just fucked the revenue for this whole stream up. Oh well. What can you do? Just wanted to share my childhood with you for a millisecond. I don't know what any of what you just said means, Tyson. Oops and Yo-Yo, the two pink and green characters, words by I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. By the way, you type like I used to type, putting a capital letter before every word. I used to do that. Yeah, Killer Trip, man. Fucking just a silly animation made by a kid getting the mighty force of copyright law, the hammer just smashed on top of your head, and there's nothing you can do about it. Get lawyered, son. I'll be right back. I'm back. So I'm just curious, who here is a long-time subscriber? Who is a new subscriber or a new viewer? Because Orange Trick, the Pac-Man video, has been exploding lately, and a lot of people that watch that video have been popping into the stream. I'm just curious. Your old subscribe, Tyson? Hell yeah, man. What was the first? What introduced you to the channel? Because a lot of people say Jared. Which, yeah, hell yeah. Love that cartoon. More like fart cake. More like cake farts. More like ass cake. More like stupid idiot cake. Oh, it was the genie video. Yeah, man. The big bump after that cartoon. Hey, 2 years is old enough. Wait, no, that fucking... Don't take that out of context, please. That's a long time viewer, fuck it. I don't post very often at all. No, don't. Multi, no. It's okay, dead fish. Let's let bygones be bygones, eh? Now if you could just empty your bank account for me. We can be best friends in real life. Debt's cool. You should get in as much debt as possible right now. Not financial advice. Don't take my word for it. Oh. Get these beats going. There we go. Chris, shut the fuck up, man. Oh, fuck. I wasn't DMing her, even though I said I did. Even though I said I did it, and I did do it, and I told you I did it, I didn't do it. Sorry, I'm just, Tyson, I'm just taking the piss out of Dr. Disrespect. The allegations are coming. Yeah. The fucking streamer world, dude. Who's got 2 more years of medical school? Me? Fuck no. Dude, I can't stand, like, watching, like, there's surgery shows on television, and if I ever see them, they make me pass out. Like, I actually do get dizzy. I could never be a surgeon. People that can do that shit, I respect them, because it's just, how can you look at that? Not only how can you look at that, how can you be an active participant in what you're looking at? Someone's got to do it, but fuck, man, no way. Yeah. You'll never be clean, Kerbo. The bugs are under your skin. It's like in The Mummy with the scarabs. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser that you probably haven't seen. Because you're all apparently way younger than I thought. Watch The Mummy, it's a good movie. It's a good romp from a bygone era when Hollywood was allowed to be fun. Before it started telling you that Barbie was real life. And making a 3-hour movie about how the atomic bomb was a regrettable invention. As if that takes 3 hours to explain. It's preachy. It's preachy. Guys, I'm confused about reality. I'm gonna go watch Deadpool vs. Wolverine so I can stop being confused. We live in a multiverse, don't you know? I have a Deadpool plushie. Can you not say these things? That character is deeply personal to me. He got me through a lot of hard times. Mate, the multiverse movies are propaganda. They're perennialist propaganda. That's why in Deadpool vs. Wolverine, they have Deadpool and Wolverine fighting in a minivan, and then it shows a coexist sign with all the, like, the different religious symbology on it. Like, it's... People are shitting themselves, and they're trying to create, like, perennial art in the form of multiverse media. It's very cringe. But yeah, nice try. Yeah, you missed a few steps. This guy's doing mathematics. Guy's doing mathematics in the chat. Old J is streaming. Hey, oh wait, Tim? Is that Tim Hogan from uni? What the fuck? I think I recognize your profile picture. Is that who that is? Is that who that is? What the fuck are you doing here? We haven't spoken in years, like nearly a decade. Yeah, this guy, you were a film student, right? We got to know each other in college and we went to a bunch of college parties together. My lord does go crazy. Damn, you just showing up out of nowhere, Tim. The fuck, man. How have you been, dude? UI, UX, dude, that solid career path, good choice. Never any shortage of UI, UX jobs. I went on a date with this woman who was in UI, UX, and she's like, what do you do? And I was like, I make cartoons. And she looked at me sort of like, oh, well, you should go die then. I was like, yeah, that's fair. Understandable. Have a nice day. Oh, even for UI UX, the jobs are few and far between now? That's crazy, man. I thought I had it bad. D-double-E. D-D. D-D. Yeah, I'm alive. I've started streaming now. How about that? How about that shit? Yeah, people think I die. People think I've died like a million times because I don't post very often. What animation am I working on right now? This is another one for the Glasscake channel. It's going to be one of many to come, hopefully. The idea is we want to make our animations more audience participatory, so people are going to be able to send in ideas, they're going to be able to send in their OCs and shit like that. If they are like patrons of our work. And people can send in music that they made that they want featured and stuff. Like, we're just trying to make it more dynamic and enjoyable for everybody involved. Because this whole, hi, I'm Glasscake, I'm going to make a cartoon every year or 2 years and then disappear is just not working. Like, it's... I liked the Schmucks podcast that Zach did, but, you know, there's 1,000,001 things like that, so I guess maybe he just didn't want to continue. I actually enjoyed it, though. I really liked the episode he did with the Vsauce guy. I forget his name. Waka waka. What do you like with your toast? More toast? A wet piece of bread? You look up bread sandwich or something like that. There's this old, like, wartime British meal where people would just get 2 slices of toast and then put, like, a piece of bread between it. They'd be like, look, it's a meal. I think it was wet bread, too. To, like, simulate the experience of eating some meat. Ah, 11, Chris, go back. Damn. Just a fucking reunion here right now. We've got a reunion going, everybody. I don't know who the great wise Mr. Balls is, but he sounds like a sound dude. He sounds cool. A real fucking Gandalf archetype. That's right, we did play PUBG for a while, didn't we? Back when it was first popping off and it was buggy as hell. But at least it was active. Now it's just all bots. It's not worth playing anymore. Creamy peanut butter reunion. If I ever have a reunion when I'm 40, I'll call it that for you. Have a peer reunion. Have all these internet old heads in the chat. Go up to like New York or something and we'll have a creamy peanut butter reunion. This guy's got balls on the mind. I don't know what the first YouTube video I watched was. Something from like the bygone era. It was probably like Evolution of Dance or something like that. Oh, Lev, if people... Yeah, I'm fully willing to watch videos if people donate. If people want me to watch something. But otherwise, I'm just going to be animating. The Flash Gets Mario Kart animation was the first YouTube video you ever watched. Holy shit. I did a bunch of work for those guys. I did most of the Warhammer animations I worked on for those guys. Yeah, it was a pretty good time. It's always a laugh working for those guys. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, Tom's cool. He's a fucking maniac. He's always a pleasure to work for. He brings the yucks. Lev, thank you for the super chat. I'll check out what... Oh, you're really gonna make me open this shit on stream, you motherfucker. See, this is why you need to hop on this stream at some point, because you're... Ah, fuck's sake. God damn it, man. You son of a bitch. Alright, let's check out the Acorn Bunch, everybody. What the fuck, man? Does anyone want to see the Acorn Bunch? What is this? What is this? Fan art trade. Okay, so what's going on here? What? Okay. Slappy squirrel tongue. Nice. From Hiro Hamada Rocks. Nice. Like that drawing. Really like that MS Paint draw. Oh my god, look at the, like, zoomed in, like, look. It's the taste buds. Oh my fucking god. Yo. What is happening here right now? So, obviously this is fetish art. Like, we don't need to explain that. Like, that everybody understands that already. Happy birthday, Chippendale. What else is going on here? Animated movie screen caps I liked. Oh, this guy has a fascination with just organs in general. With like body organs or something. Right, let's see. I've got an idea for a gigantic mechanically and electronically controlled musical instrument. Oh no, an organ as in a musical instrument, okay. That has the combination of a church, cathedral, and theatre organ with a harmonium reed organ and a calliope, I don't even know how to pronounce that, circus organ, as well as the sound of a full symphony orchestra. I called this creation the Grand Symphonious or the Grand Great Symphonic Organ. What the fuck are you talking about? Holy shit. My favorite scenes from The Nut Job. Lev, you're a piece of shit for sending this to me. Look, I can't do this, man. I can't do this. What is going on? Look, it's Rudolph. Rudolph and Zoe. Oh, fuck. Just in time for Christmas, everybody. Oh, brother. Look at Sally Acorn from Sonic the Hedgehog fame. She looks, like she's got her marbles intact. She's all there. Alright, Lev. That's enough, man. That's enough. You motherfucker. Can't believe you did that to me. You asshole. Yeah, I also liked that about her eyes. Because that's what eyes do. You wouldn't want to obscure an eyeball, would you? He's learning about eye contact through his children's media and MS Paint drawings. Psyching himself up to one day go outside and maintain eye contact with another human being for more than 2 milliseconds. Does he still post? I don't know. Mate, I don't know. Oh. Oh. Mate, I've never seen that guy before in my life. This is just what Lev sent me. This is the kind of shit he sends me. I'll wake up after a long, nice, relaxing sleep. And he sent me all of this, like, deranged shit from, like, deviant fartists. That's one of Lev's major contributions to my life. And I'm trying to figure out whether I appreciate it or not. I think I do. It does make me laugh. The zooming in on the taste buds was crazy. That was crazy. You see, God is an aperture. You can zoom in on the taste buds. Oh, this guy's into like maestros and stuff as well. See, this man is perplexing. Like, he loves animated properties for babies, but he also loves classical music. What is happening? I lost so many viewers looking at that shit. Fuck's sake. It happens. What you gonna do? War of the Whiskers. Is that like a War of the Worlds but furry? That's correct, Kerbo. Tom and Jerry GBA game. What? Oh, sure. Sure. That's the thing that exists, I'm sure. I used to have The Simpsons on GBA. Welcome back, Doe. Welcome back, man. The Pokemon Pikachu edition, isn't that the one where, like, you're mad overpowered because Pikachu can just kill everybody or something? Pikachu is the Ubermensch. Yeah, the OG Pokemon games were OG. Yeah, they were original Game Boy. I stopped playing Pokemon after like Ruby and Sapphire. Those were my last games. I have not kept up to date with any of that shit ever since. So I don't know what all these new Pokemon are. The one that looks like an ice cream. I don't know, man. I don't know what that's all about. Back in my day, they were pocket monsters, not pocket delicious ice cream. Silver Gold, didn't that come? Oh, this last one you liked, yeah. Smags wood, good. That's the intention. If you wouldn't, then I'm doing something wrong. You would? Me too, brother. Oh, her eyebrows are doing something crazy. Wait, what happened there? Why did that happen? Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, guys. Margaret, she's old school. Why? Why is that happening? I don't understand why she has double eyebrows. I didn't make her have that. What is happening there? Double eyebrows. I think it might be a glitch. That's not right. That shouldn't be happening. Nope, still happening. Yo! Why are you double browed up? I didn't make you have that. Oh, okay, there we go. I think I fixed it. I think I found the fucking problem here. Okay, it's negative space. I'm just being a bonehead. Need to fill in the gaps here. There we go. That's better. That's better. I'm the glitch. Mouth. See what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here. Look at a bald head. I'm gonna pour some wine. Alright, Kerbo, thanks for stopping by, man. I haven't seen you in the chat before, but it was nice interacting with you. See you, dude. Don't mess with me. I'm the glitch. Makes you want to make comics. Comic creation is a whole different beast. You'd be surprised, it's really not a transferable skill. Like, you can be good at animation and storyboarding, but that does not mean you're going to be good at making comics. I worked on a comic for a little bit, and I was like, look, I'm not built for this, and I don't know if this is going to go anywhere anyway. I wrote like a whole story arc and stuff. I realized I'm just not that good at formatting comics. It's hard. Oh, you make comics already? Yeah, man. Well, if it's something you already do, like, no, why not? You still in the chat, Lev? Just curious. You served me my brain rot of the day. Tim, I fucking told Stream and Twitter about that experience. People don't believe me that it's a real story, but it is. Like, these two women at my animation college were like, we came here because we want to make movies like Ghibli. And they had never animated before in their life. And then they had us do a ball bounce exercise, traditionally on paper. And they both fucking broke down crying in the middle of class. It was like the first animation exercise. And they both broke down crying, literally sat on the floor, huddled together, hugging each other, crying, realizing what a huge mistake they've made. And then they dropped out. They were not there the next day. Like, if the people think that you go to college and then they just impart the skills and knowledge onto you, and that's not how anything works. Yeah, they couldn't animate at all, Malty. Like, that's the thing. People genuinely think that. They think that, like, well, I don't have these skills, but if I go to college, they'll just beam the skills into my head, and the discipline, and the know-how, the work ethic. They'll just beam it into me, and then I'll be set. It's like, no, dude. Like, don't go to college if you don't already have an interest in these things. Because I promise you, it does not work like that. The worst part is, they were only there for like 2-3 weeks, but they would have left with at least like $5,000 worth of debt just from that alone. $5,000 of debt to go to a room, go, I want to make movies like Ghibli, and then attempt to ball bounce exercise, cry, and go home, and now you have to pay $5,000. Like, yeah, well fucking done. Vixter, yeah, college, for the most part, it depends on what you're studying, but for the most part, a lot of these things, it is just to get a piece of paper that tells you that you are capable of doing what you were already pretty good at doing. Unless you're a medical student, or you're in STEM, or studying anything that is formal, there's just no point in going. Yeah, Tim, for creative stuff, a degree is, like, practically worthless. Like, if you are good at something creative, I put it this way, I've never had to use my degree to get hired. I just show them my portfolio and they go, yeah, you can work on this. It's just a worthless chunk of paper. Whereas, like, there were some students that finished top of their class. Like, there was this one guy who made animation with Play-Doh. He was, like, quite massively autistic, who just went on to work at Legoland afterwards. Like, there was no point in him being there. But he got better grades than me. The college is bullshit, dude. I did have fun there, but as an institution, like, it is kind of a scam. don't know if that hurts anyone in the chat to hear, but yeah. Don't expect your piece of paper to get you anywhere unless you are really persistent. And even then, it's not the paper that will do it. Yeah, going to Legoland instantly after college is crazy. Yeah, I mean, if he's happy with that life path, like, more power to him, man. Like, I wish I could do that. In a way, people like that are happier than me. I respect it. It's a good move. Like, zoom in on this tongue, draw all the pores, all the individual pores. Yeah, Tim, that's about what I expected from the film students. I remember hanging out with the film students, they were like, I like Tarantino. Do you like Tarantino? I like Pulp Fiction. It's like, wait, you guys are in... You wanna be famous? Is that what you want? You want to be famous? It seems like you just want to be famous. I just want to be famous. Is that so much to ask, to be famous for doing nothing? Yeah, Chris, exactly. I majored in being cool and liking movies. Mate, people, the most famous people do the mind-numbing shit. That's why they're famous. Like, if you want a lot of viewers, you just use words and reference media that most people have heard of. That's why kids' shows are called, like, Apple and Orange and shit like that. Well, you know, look at the Beatles, like, or their solo careers. Like, Paul McCartney wrote a song just called Another Day. You know what I mean? Like, that's the stuff that most people are going to be able to relate to, so that's the stuff that gets popular. Apple and Orange slander. I don't even know if that's a real show. It probably is, right? That was just off the top of my head. Oh, Apple and Onion. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Well, you're not gonna call a kids show like Persian Rug and Mitochondria, are you? You're gonna call it something that kids are gonna be familiar with. They've seen apples, they know what an orange is, and basically the reason why the most famous content or the most famous people, their content is brain rot is because, people just aren't that knowledgeable, and if you throw things that they've heard of in their face, they'll be able to relate to it and they'll be able to zone out and get on with their day. It's not a like a positive or negative thing that I'm saying here. It's just how it is. Yeah, Planet Venus and Flight 217. That's the new sketch comedy duo. Is she gonna have a voice actor? We haven't actually figured that out yet. I considered just voicing her myself and then doing some fuckery to make it sound kind of like a woman. But I don't know. I have some, I don't know, I have some women mutuals and friends that might be willing to voice her. But we'll see. I don't really know what I'm doing with this character yet. I've written a dialogue, but I don't know who's voicing her. Do I write scripts? Sort of. Yes, I do. I'll quite often sporadically write a script. Like, an idea gets into my head, right? And I'll describe the idea in the most basic terms possible in the script. And it will be very messy and disorganized. And then, if it still makes me laugh by the time I've written it down, which usually takes about 5 minutes, I'll flesh it out, make it all tidy, and then board it out with stick figures, get to work. So yeah, I do write scripts, but they're not very intricate. Like they're just silly little notepad documents with like 20 lines in them or something. And then the dialogue we usually improve in the recording stage, where we'll do like improv and stuff. But what matters is that we get the structure of the joke down. Like, we know everything that we want to happen in the video, and then when we're recording, we'll do improv where they're still technically saying the same thing contextually, but we'll like add some flair to it, like, you know, don't mind if I didgeridoo or something like that. So like, say in the original script he'll see the genie lamp and he'll be like, what's this? But then Lewis will improvise like, oh, don't mind if I didgeridoo, and then if it makes me laugh it goes in. So it's sort of chaotic but organized at the same time. Lewis is my friend who he does the voice acting because he's a way better voice actor than I am. So we'll hop on a Discord call and he'll start recording and I'll just listen to his improv and then it goes in. Yeah, Chris, that's the sort of philosophy behind it. The doing multiple takes of individual lines, I actually took from the Always Sunny guys. That's sort of their philosophy. They write a script, and then when they're filming the scenes, they'll record certain moments over and over again, just in case one of them says something that's funnier than what they wrote down, and then it goes in. I took it from those guys. And it works. It makes your shit more quotable. It's way better than like bashing your head against a wall trying to write the funniest line you can possibly think of, because then you'll just drive yourself insane. It's better if you just have fun with it. Giving away all my trade secrets here. Someone just commented on Orange Trick, this was a major part of my childhood. That video is 4 years old. Holy fuck. Yeah, they're 8 now. He's smoking. I remember these days. Waka waka. Dude, Multi, I don't want a younger fan base. Like, I've been quite happy with my fan base that I've had since... Because a lot of the people that are subscribed to this channel, they subscribed... like 10 years ago or something, so they're all in their 20s or 30s, some even 40s, and I was quite happy with that because I could post more sort of mature work. But ever since Orange Trick's gone viral again, I'm now getting 8-year-olds going, this was part of my, this is, oh, just smoking a cigar, this was best part of my childhood, this video 4 years ago. Showing it to my children now. Oh, dude. That person has kids and I don't. I'm gonna have an existential crisis. This video was formative to me 3 years ago. I was still congealing, gestating, and ruminating on what it means to truly waka waka. Not gonna lie, I'm enjoying building this woman. This sweet angel. She would never hurt anyone, especially not me. I invented her. She's not real. I love the fact people who don't use Flash mourn the loss of Flash Player, but us anime still animate on it like it's another Tuesday. Yeah, exactly. Also, dude, this layout is made in Flash. I made it in Flash last week. I'm just running it in an executable window and then screen capping it on Streamlabs. But you can still use this program. Mitzi or Liv. Mitzi's cute. Cute name. Non-binary ass name. Nah, it's not. She would never hurt me, Chris. It's been so long since I've had a woman in animation. It's literally been since Jared, so I'm fascinated to see what people say, considering how people are on the internet. Dude, Chris, a mutual of mine drew this guy with tits a couple months ago. Because I was pointing out, hey, when I start drawing hot characters, it's over for all of you. And then it was Shub. I can't remember their full alias, but Shub drew him with tits. Saying like, yeah, mate. It made my day. Maybe I'll make it like, I'll include it in an opening stamp for a video. It's just him with tits stood there like, yeah mate, and then the video just starts. Like, you're watching a glass cake video. Yeah mate, I've got tits. Yeah mate, Productions. You missed the Hot Diggity Demon, what did I just watch thing. That sounds familiar. I've been watching Max G since forever. Like, I've been watching him for so many years at this point. That does sound familiar. For some reason I can't place it in my mind right now. I think I used to watch Wacky Game Jokes for Kids back in the day, but I think what was the first thing I saw by him? Was it the Large Hadron Collider animation? I don't remember. Been so long. Sigma moment. Thanks for subscribing, you. Hey, you, it's me. No, I am you. Sigma it to me. Yeah. Bitcoin and cigars. Bugattis. Thanks, you. There's a lot of lines in this cartoon. Sort of how it works. See how tedious this shit is? Why would anyone choose to do this voluntarily unless they were, like, mentally deranged? See you, man. Thanks for subscribing. Ocean Man, how long have I been drawing? As long as I can remember. Or do you just mean, like, on stream or what? Yeah, no, I was doing... Oh, this isn't the same stream. This is another one. I'm doing this daily from now on. It keeps me productive. Yesterday was the 3rd stream. This is the 4th. Yeah, no, I'm not that crazy. Like, yesterday's stream went for 4 hours. I do have a life to maintain, I'm afraid. If I could do this all the time, hooked up to a fucking dialysis machine, I would, but unfortunately that's not how life works. Yeah, technically it's the 5th, but we've had a bunch of problems with, like, copyright and shit like that. Doesn't matter. Meaningless anyway. Call it the 100th if I wanted, and people would be none the wiser. I've actually done 12 streams in the past 2 weeks, but that was while I was still figuring out, like, the layout and how we're doing things and copyright with music and stuff. But canonically, in the Glasscake Streamerverse, this is the 4th. Canonically, in the original scripture, like the prophets said. Jumping the shark with all this lore. Stop asking then, because I'm gonna share. I wonder if Tim's still here. You still here, Tim? What are you up to, man? If you're here. Speaking of dialysis, I had a buddy that was a nurse who had dudes pull out their catheter so she'd have to put them back in. What are you talking about? Wait, what? Buddy that was a nurse who had dudes pull out their catheter so she'd have to put it... Like, he just liked the attention. He kept it like it was getting pulled out. He's like, oh, I need my catheter put back in. Is that what you're saying? Like a toddler? That's weird, man. What the fuck? Anytime I've been in hospital, I'm like, when do I get to leave? When can I get the fuck out of here? Please, I just want to go home. Some nice mouths going on here. We need an M mouth, I just realised. We need an mouth. Who here has seen someone rig mouths before? The new experience for you? Let me know in the comments down below. For the folks at home, look at these mouths. I'll be right back. I'm back. What do you guys think about mouths? What do you think about teeth? What about lips? Let me know in the comments down below. And you could win $5. What's your favorite brand of toothpaste? I like the one with the blue and the red stripe. The red stripe does most of the work. Have you seen those fish that have human teeth? Are those real? I thought those were photoshopped. I'm fully willing to believe you if you say they're real. I will just believe you and I won't Google it. Alright, cool, they're real. Alright. Didn't need to learn that today. I don't even care if you're lying. I'm just gonna act like you're telling the truth. Chris, what are you up to right now, man? You still working on music or something? Ah, video game composition gig, nice. I'm presuming it's NDA. Dave, that's the Irish one, right? The Irish of the trio? Dave Elfpatrick or something? His name is probably not Elf Patrick. I don't know why I said Elf. If it is, then holy shit. McElpatrick. Damn. That's a crazy Irish name. Does he still... I presume... I mean, I don't want to dox the guy, but I presume he does not live in the United States, right? Like, you guys are just... Because your operation was... It started online, so you guys don't live near each other, I'm presuming? Oh, right. Okay. Hell yeah. People do converge after a while. A lot of people I know that started off on Newgrounds, a lot of them ended up moving to like Seattle and stuff like that, just so they can be near each other. A lot of the people you'd expect to live in LA these days actually just live in Seattle and then they fly into LA. You got him via petition? Holy fuck, so I assume it was like an artist visa or something. Dude, I used to want to move to the United States, but it's so hard. It's really hard. Like if you're trying to get into the United States legally, it's actually harder than doing it illegally. Like I actually know an animator guy who, he was Canadian, and he just moved to the United States, lived there for like 10 years animating and paying taxes and stuff in a state that was not as strict with that shit, and then he just applied for citizenship and he just gave proof that he was a law-abiding citizen and they gave it to him. Whereas if you're like applying, it can take 10 years and you might not even get it. Like, you might not even get it. It's bullshit. So I just gave up on that. On the idea of moving to the United States. Unless I have, like, the best lawyer in the world and, like, a sponsor. It's not worth it, man. I'm just gonna stay in England. Maybe move to Ireland or something. I'm also a citizen of there. Right now I gotta do the side mouth. The 3/4, the 3/4 angle mouth. I should probably add blinks to this animation. Blinks are funny. Like in the Genie cartoon, where he's like... he asks for that like wish of him to explode his head, and then he just does a blink. That moment gets me. Like, a well-timed blink is funny. fuck's sake. Going very poorly. Yeah, that's it. He's like, I wish for you to your own head and die. And he's like, haha, good one. And there's a pause and he just blinks. Like, that shit fucking kills me, man. Chris, someone who's been making comedy as long as you have understands exactly what I'm talking about. You get obsessed with these little like micro expressions that are just hilarious. Like context clues and like giveaways to what the character is thinking in their head. yeah, the dead eyes. Yeah, I talked about this on another stream, but the philosophy for when I design a character is that they have to look like when they're doing nothing, they're thinking, but not too hard. Like, he looks like he's thinking right now, but he's not thinking about much. He's probably thinking about, like, Sonic the Hedgehog or, like, what he's having for dinner later. You just look at them and they're sort of analyzing each other and having very low wattage thoughts. It is sort of, yeah, it's definitely The Simpsons inspired that philosophy a little bit. Like a lot of the Homer's expressions in the early seasons, when he was just witnessing something beyond his comprehension, they just nailed it. Like, I drew a little MS Paint doodle of Homer Simpson recently of one of those moments that I like. If I can find it. Let's see. I think I posted it on Twitter. Here it is. Just these expressions that they did in The Simpsons when Homer was witnessing something. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I like that, but I like it in like the most subtle way. Tim, they should just stop with The Simpsons. But it has to keep going, because it's like edutainment for stupid people. Like, you're supposed to understand Simpsons. You're supposed to become self-aware after watching it, but people will just be like, well, what happens to Bart in the end? What happens to Marge in the end? And they'll just keep making infinite, like, endings for those characters, because the people watching it are self-inserting into them without realizing it. Rick and Morty has a thinking face too. It's the one where they space out and then their mouth becomes like a little ball sack. Yeah. Thinking faces are just funny, man. Like, they are. See if I can find what I'm talking about. Rick face. Yeah, in Rick and Morty, their equivalent is like whenever a character does this, if it wants to paste. Motherfucker. Yeah, whenever a character does this, that's their thinking face in Rick and Morty. Like, what's happening right now? I'm confused. Oh, jeez. You guys call it flat face? I don't even have a word for it, man. It's just something I witness in real life. You know, like when you talk to stupid people. And they just sort of space out in front of you. And you're just like, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, do you? Fine, don't worry about it. This woman is my wife. She's my anima. Is that the word? Anima or animus? Which is the feminine one? I don't remember. What did you think of Solar Opposites? It was alright. I don't really care about it. Fine. It's it's smartly written, of course, but it's fine. It's whatever. Chris, that's not true. I mean, it is kind of true, but it's more just I fucked up the line thickness. Like, I actually wanted the line thickness to be uniform, and I failed. And at this point, it would be more trouble than it's worth to make it uniform, so I'm just going to keep her, like, standing out a little bit, I guess. But yeah, I did really want people to look at this character and be like, wow, she's hot. Otherwise, the joke of the video just does not work. I guess so, yeah. She's a little further away, so it's whatever, right? It's whatever, man. She's not real. I'll never find her. Do a little bump on Twitter. Get some twatters in here. We've all done it, man. We've all drawn the same shit over and over at some point. Sometimes it's a comfort thing. Sometimes it's just like, I just like drawing this thing. It makes me happy. I try to do that less now. I have these characters that I can reuse, which that sort of scratches that. I've developed their quirks and personalities quite vividly at the point. I sort of get to indulge it. But that's not unusual, man, drawing the same thing over and over again. When I was little, I used to draw like Sonic over and over. Perfectly normal, not weird. Don't sweat it, brother. It was Garfield for you. I used to draw Garfield as well. Not to the point where I would obsess over Sonic, but yeah. No, it's not, dude, it's not, well, I've been told that I have autism, but I don't think it's true. People just like to say that. I do have sensory problems though, so maybe it is true. Like, I'm pretty much always wearing noise-cancelling headphones because loud noises freak me the fuck out. So maybe I am. I don't know. I don't really know what any of these words mean. It's been so diluted, you know. What software is this? Flash CS3. The words are mainly to virtue signal. I don't really want to get into that, but yes. Like, I got into meditation a couple years ago, and I had a friend who was taking like ADHD medication, and she was like, "Oh, I can't meditate because I have ADHD." And I was like, "Well, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, you can. What the fuck do you even mean by that?" Oh, dude. I can't meditate because I have ADHD. What the fuck are you talking about? People just say shit. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Oh, I can't eat bacon because I'm divorced. That's what that sounds like to me. What are you talking about? You know who else had ADHD? Bart Simpson. Chris, have you seen Gaki no Tsukai? You just reminded me of that. I was talking about it yesterday. I think if you haven't seen it, you've probably seen Silent Library. It's those guys. Yeah, they do. They're not allowed to laugh at the stupid shit happening in front of them, and if they laugh, they get fucking beaten in the back of the legs with sticks and stuff. It's really funny. You should check it out. They do a special, like a 3-4 hour special every New Year, so there's going to be a new one coming out soon. No, it's not those guys. You're thinking of the shorts that people put out. It's similar to that. I know what you're talking about. Like, I remember in one of them they had like a bow wrapped around their torso, and then they would pull the string and let it go and slap them in the back, and they're not allowed to make a noise. It is the same sort of game, but this is actually a Japanese TV show that's been going for like 15 years, and it has really high production value, and it's fucking hilarious. Let me type it in the chat so you can check it out, because it's like amazing background noise. Well, it's not amazing background noise if you don't understand Japanese, but you have to... It's pretty easy to fucking follow. Just, they're not allowed to laugh or they get beaten, and then some guy walks in spandex with his fucking... with sellotape all over his face, and they're just not allowed to laugh. It's shit like that. Or they get beaten. Yeah, Curly, check it out, man. It's so good. I grew up on like Takeshi's Castle as well, so I'm just a sucker for that kind of stuff. They're not allowed to drop out either. Like, they never drop out. They always go the whole way. Great. You never saw anyone win Takeshi's Castle? I saw it once. But yeah, it's borderline impossible, that game show. Amazing. I always wanted to partake in it. It just seemed like it would be so much fun. Partake? That's probably not even correct, right? Take part. Maybe it is correct. I don't even understand my own native. Makes you think of saying perchance in any context. I have a friend who says, what does he say? Alas. Billy on the show, he comes on sometimes. He's this guy here. He'll just say alas for no reason. And I point out and he goes, yeah, it's just what I do. And he just owns it. It's like, yeah, fair enough, man. Fucking alas away. I'm not going to judge. Yeah, it is funny. Why is my art style so tasty? I don't know, man. I'm glad you like it. Not for everybody, but I'm always glad to hear that people like how I draw. Thanks. Thank you for saying that. It's very sweet. Very sweet. Yeah, Billy needed a catchphrase. He's got one. It's alas. Yeah, I try to not overcomplicate things visually. Important to me, like, you know, readability and getting the essentials down. Anything else is just noise to me. It's like, look, we have Well, you can't see her bangs right now, but there's all the information you need on screen right now, and that's, to me, that's what matters. Oh shit, I just realized that I forgot to bring the fucking thing back. There we go. Chris, fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying. Your work is like the pinnacle of that. There's no unnecessary information in a Cyanide and Happiness cartoon. You know what I'm talking about. People will get into animation and they'll be like, it's a cartoon about me and my friends in a house, and look, there's posters of my favorite bands on the wall in the background, and look, there's my Funko Pop collection in the background. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Animators have brain worms. You are high concept, though. You know the Cyanide and Happiness cartoon I watched the most? I think it was the one where the guy can't stop running. And then the bus explodes. I forget the name of it, but that one used to fucking kill me, dude. Waiting for the bus, yeah. That was my go-to. If I had a shitty day. Smile to my face. Yeah, that was one of my, I think that was one of my introductions to, I don't know what the trope is, but it's when you distract people from a piece of information that was established earlier on, to the point for so long that they forget about it, and then at the end it works as a punchline. Like, that shit's just, I love that. I'm sure there's a term for it, but I'm not smart enough to tell you. What am I animating is such like a... If it's just called misdirect, then I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's a misdirect. You're right, it is just a misdirect. What's the word for when you misdirect people in your art? What's the word for that? What am I animating? That just a new short for the channel, man. Like 2 minutes long, a minute and a half, somewhere about there. Very far along now. It will be out before the year is done. Awesome bacon sauce. Epic bacon. And not much longer on this, man. I've had a lot of fun making this one. What's it called when you misdirect people? Psyop. That's my favorite Psyop cartoon of yours, Chris. Teenage Ultra. Government made me take acid and watch Cyanide and Happiness over and over again for 3 years. Now I'm gay. Do you guys like the Power Rangers? Hmm. Pardon me. Having a little think. Processing my next move. My next mode of operation. Yeah, I'm flat facing right now, honestly. Whew, okay, back to drawing. Yeah. You ever have those moments where you're just like, oh man, I have to pause and think about everything and nothing for like 5 seconds. Alright, back to work. Curly, that's completely normal. Like, I have family members that only just got into drawing as like a hobby, and they have started experiencing like the blank canvas syndrome, where the canvas, it feels like it's looking back at you like, yeah, go on. Do it, bitch, if you dare. You do it too much, Chris? Chris, if I was doing pre-production, I would not be streaming. Because that's all entirely a stream of consciousness kind of thing, and I just would not be able to talk to anybody. The reason why I'm able to stream right now is because it's all sort of detail and clean up, and a lot of this shit was planned out beforehand. But I am surprised at how easily I took to streaming, as long as I knew what I was capable of dealing with, like mentally. Not that I'm trying to encourage you, but I'm new to this, and I honestly, every day when the stream ends, I'm like, oh, I want to stream again. It was so much fun. And I never get to interact with the people that watch my work unless I'm like posting insane shit on Twitter, or I go to a meetup, or so this is a nice change of pace. My favorite part about streaming has been people being like, oh, you're like normal. It's like, yeah, dude, like, why are you judging people by what they post on Twitter? Don't you know what that fucking website is? People ask you to stream the brainstorming process. Nobody needs to see that. Like, I watched the 6 Days to Air South Park documentary, and as much as I loved seeing that, because, like, Trey Parker's one of my fucking heroes, that's a grueling process. Like, if they were streaming that, it would be agonizing. That shit was only worth one documentary. Yeah, like streaming a brainstorming process, dude. When I'm brainstorming, I'm about to put my head through the drywall. That's how fucking agonizing that is. Nobody needs to see that. They did the music video for one of your favorite bands. Which band was that? The guys who did the opening, I always forget their name. Yeah, Chris. I think that too, but in the same way, sometimes I think that that's just because we have an artist brain, and we think, well, it has to be, yeah, Ween, yeah, it has to be like worthy. It's like, worthy of what? Some random guy scrolling through YouTube, probably gonna beat his meat in 5 minutes after he closes the app. Like, people actually do like getting those glimpses into the production process, even if it's messy, because it's that world is alien to them. So I'm sort of trying to come to terms with the fact that people actually do find that shit interesting. They're just not used to. It's not part of their world. You know what I'm saying? So when they see it, they're like, "Wow, this seems like so much fun," even though for us, we know it's actually really fucking agonizing. We're torturing ourselves like, this has to be good. Like, I really want people to enjoy this. That's true. Oh, Chris, like, when like, my friends, they're still getting used to streaming with me. But when we're talking just on our own, it's very chill. But then when we're live, they'll like sort of clam up. And it's not their fault. It's because people on the internet are insane and scary. And you feel like part of your mind is like, well, I have to put on a performance. But it's like, no, you're just trying to work and chill. I think it's just natural to feel that way. It's not exactly normal to have such an intimate process broadcasted to thousands of people, or in my case, 10. Yeah, like, you don't need, like, behind the scenes, there's something that I've always thought about, like, Looney Tunes, like Termite Terrace era, is that the reason why that shit was funny is because it was just a bunch of dudes locked in a room, like, bashing mallets on each other's heads, trying to extract the funniest thing they can possibly think of out of each other, and nobody was watching. It's the same with the Simpsons writers' room. There's an excellent roundtable of a reunion of the Golden Age Simpsons writers, and they were talking about how it would just be like fucking 12 guys in a room sat in a circle ordering pizza, and they would sit there all day, and they'd come up with a joke, and then they would just like practically verbally abuse each other until they could make the joke the funniest it possibly can be. And they would just do that every day. And you can't do that while live streaming, because you're gonna be nervous about, like, if you say something unfunny, and the stream's gonna be like, oh, it's shit, that's not a good joke. It's a very like intimate process. Like, if you guys saw the dog shit that we wrote behind the scenes that is just not funny at all, you'd be like, what the fuck, this guy's a hack. But I promise you, that's honestly how it works. You have to get all the bad ideas out of your mind before you can get the good ones out. Hey Chia, Pet Obamna. Obamna. Welcome, dude. Welcome to the best stream on the internet. Best stream in the universe. Should you draw until you can't feel your wrist? I had to start doing stretching exercises on my wrist a few years ago because I started getting insane carpal tunnel, and it actually fixed it. Like, you'd stick your hand out in front of you and then you pull your thumb back and then you pull your fingers back. I don't get hand pain when I draw anymore, but I was getting really scared because this is all I'm good at, man. If my hand dies, I'm fucked. That's like 20 plus years of training down the drain. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, writers' rooms. Like, the ideal writers' room is you can say anything. You can say absolutely anything, and even if what you said ends up not being funny, you at least tried. And you just sort of filter out the bullshit until you're all just laughing, and then it goes in. And that's not something that you can... That's not something you can live stream. People that don't understand how comedy works, that's not something you can live stream. Like, I think most people can vouch for this, but it doesn't matter what TV shows you're watching or anything. The hardest you've ever laughed is probably just with your friends saying stuff that makes no sense to anyone else. And that's... I think that's a universal experience. And if you have a writer's room of people just doing that, but they're doing it in a way where it actually can be extrapolated onto a piece of media that people will be able to comprehend, that's when you're making the funniest shit. In my opinion. It's like, I didn't want to make a cartoon about a genie, but other people have heard of them. Most people in the world has heard of a genie, so I was like, well, this funny thing that I thought of, I'll just make it with a genie. Yeah, Chris, exactly, you know what I'm saying. Curly, that's a very you had to be there thing, but I can completely put myself in that situation, and I probably would have laughed really hard too. What are you doing in their skin in the first place? That's weird, mate. You walked in his skin. That's gross. Why would you walk in his skin? That's gay. Tell your friend. Fucking do it. Look at this lady yapping away. Look at that. She's almost ready. Ready for what? Primed. I love when a good animation comes together. Fucking hell, Chris. Oh my fucking god, man. Oh, that's brutal. That is the kind of sociopathic shit you say in school, though. Oh, fuck. Yo. Sorry. That... that hit me like a truck. Oh, never say that again. Ugh. Holy shit, that was crazy. I feel so bad for her. Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh, that poor lady. Are you asking me that, Lev? Do I agree with the phrase millennial culture is vulgarity culture? No. I think vulgarity culture is a largely Gen X movement. Maybe even a little bit late boomer or something. And like, when I think of vulgarity culture, I think of like 90s Nickelodeon Splat and Ren and Stimpy and stuff. Whereas, yeah, millennial culture is a lot more Heckin' Chonker, Epic, Bakerino, and fucking having a twirly mustache and drinking IPAs. Like a millennial culture for the most part is like really cringe. Whereas Gen X was like edgy, sort of more South Park coded, edgy nihilism, but not in the depressing sense. And then Gen Z is like, it's I don't even know how to explain Gen Z. It's very materialistic and superficial. But we'll find out what that is like. Well, I have no clue what generation I am either. I'm just familiar with the trends of the decades. And the late 90s and 2000s was very edgy. It was very edgy. 2010s was sort of like the morality police. And 2020 is this like weird cringe. We're based. Oh, we're based again. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're based. Shut the fuck up. You're based. You're either gay or based. And that's the culture we live in now, and it sucks. Nobody even knows what the fuck they're talking about. Nobody knows what gay means anymore. Nobody knows what based even means. Just shit people say. You can be gay and based if you want. If you those words apply to you in some way that means something to you, I guess. Yeah, exactly. See, Chris, you get it. I'm too old for this shit, man. I also just don't care about, like, generation wars. I think they're dumb. Although boomers are stupid. Are really stupid. Yeah, generation talk is like astrology. Because I grew up on, like, really old media. I grew up watching, like, Looney Tunes and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and fucking... like, what the fuck do you mean generation? Yeah, I think if you're explicitly part of a generation, it's usually the result of you only consuming popular culture that existed contemporary to your upbringing. Like if you were born when SpongeBob came out and you grew up only watching SpongeBob, you would be locked into that generation. But otherwise, mate, the world is your oyster. You can make whatever you want of yourself. Like, I've been reading books that were written like 700 years ago, for fuck's sake. I'm SpongeBob in real life. Look at me. Look, I'm Sonic. You know, it's like fucking... Dude, SpongeBob was late 90s. It was like 1999. Although, it does... I started to lose my mind a little bit, because I'd hop on Twitter, and it would just be endless SpongeBob memes. I was like, mate, do it. Endless SpongeBob and Peter Griffin memes. It's like, I don't want to see this shit anymore. Please stop posting this. You need a better cipher for comprehending reality that does not involve fucking SpongeBob. Who goes there?
Hi.
Oh, is that Billy?
No.
Or is that... Who is that? Is that Zelinki? Oh no, it's Star. Hey, Star. Say hi, say hi to Star, everybody. You just caught me on a rant about SpongeBob.
What were you
I'm streaming right
ranting
now.
about?
I was ranting about how SpongeBob is too common of a cipher for many people for comprehending reality. And like, when I would log onto Twitter for like the past couple of years, all you would see is like SpongeBob memes. And it would
I mean,
drive me
it's so
fucking
prevalent,
crazy.
right?
It's what? What? I don't even know what that word means.
Like, it is common because it's such a phenomenon.
Wait. Did you say Oh, wait. You said so prevalent. Okay.
Yeah.
What
word did I invent?
I heard sub-prevalent. I was like, what does that mean?
It's sub-prevalent, James.
Yeah, it was too much. It was like, I've been seeing SpongeBob my whole life. And Peter Griffin, I don't need to look at those fucking characters anymore. Please stop posting them. But I know
Interesting.
these people are just young and trying to figure themselves out, but I can't look at SpongeBob and do it.
Would you prefer that or like the soy jacks?
The Soy Jacks any day of the week. They are infinitely funnier.
You know, it's
Soy
fun. I didn't even grow up with SpongeBob, and then I like kind of pieced together what it was about through reaction images because they're just fucking everywhere.
People are asking who's this fella. It's Star. His name is Star. That's his actual real name. He's a cool guy. He's just a friend. You
It
you guys
sounds like so jokey, but it's true.
you guys don't know him, but he's cool.
He goes to a different school, you don't know.
Yeah, he's my girlfriend from Canada.
That's an intense long distance relationship going on.
Have you ever been in a long distance relationship, Star?
No.
I have. Never again. Never again. Never again.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. Never again. I don't need that. I don't even need a girlfriend. I don't want one.
Oh my god, I just looked at the animation you're doing with the quarter.
Oh my god, her eyebrows are going crazy. I didn't mean that to happen.
Whoa, keep that, keep that.
Right after he does the fucking coin spin, she's like, whoa, wiggling her eyebrows.
Whoa. He's really impressed.
Whoa. Oh, so you haven't seen this cartoon yet, right?
No. I've seen you working on it, but I don't know anything about it.
He's flirting.
Just remember, guys, if you flirt with someone and their eyebrows do this, it means you've succeeded.
Yeah. I saw this on Alpha Tips. Hey, babe. Saw this on alphaprotips.org.
I
Check it
saw
out.
this on Andrew Tate's channel.
Check it out. You like that, baby? Look at that.
I love the on ones animation after seeing all like the stilted like stilted but still good, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I like mixing up. I like having these like really smooth moments slipped into like South Park movement shit.
Yeah, the what do you call this? The quarter flip Sakuga.
Yeah. Yeah, I took like anime philosophy of just having dog shit animation, then having these really nicely, smoothly animated parts, but like I combined it with sort of South Park philosophy.
Right.
So like, look, she's just gonna vibrate away. Saves time and it's funny.
So funny.
It's funny, makes people giggle.
I'm having a laugh.
What am I here for if people aren't giggling? What's
Dude,
fucking
what they ordered? What did they order?
milkshakes?
Vanilla milkshake?
Well, I haven't coloured them yet. I don't know what. I think it's gonna be strawberry.
Mmm.
Get some pink in the animation. I also made it so. Hang on. I did a little naughty joke. You want to see the little naughty joke?
Yeah.
You want to see a little cheeky joke in here? Look at that.
Wait, is it oh, wow.
You see?
Yeah, I see it.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
For all the kids that don't get it, good.
Yeah. For the folks at home that don't get it, that's okay.
Cheeky would involve her butt.
Why would cheeky specifically involve her butt? Oh, butt cheeks. Okay, that took me a
Butt
second.
cheeks.
I'm an
Yeah.
idiot. I had to put that
Average
through.
Brit.
I had to put that through my mind palace, like in Sherlock.
Cheeky.
Comprehend
From
comprehend
the root
uh,
word, cheek. Then it just runs through all these like equations.
The etymology of cheeky.
have
Today,
that
guys,
shit
we're
down.
going to be talking about where the word cheeky came from. It's the word we all know and love. But why do we... Where did it come from?
Guess we'll never know.
Someone
Video
kill this
ends.
guy. He's annoying. No, I'm just trying to educate you.
I'm just trying to kill you.
I'm just trying to, like, squash your
You're
head
ruining the vibe, man.
until you're no longer alive.
Derived from the Proto-Germanic word.
Kalkon meaning jaw or jawbone. See, that's probably true. Knowing Lev, he probably just looked it up.
Kalkon to cheeky? Interesting when jaw kind of split off from cheek, because we mean like the fleshy part now.
Excuse me,
Dude,
Mr.
this
Michael
Vsauce
Vsauce.
guy's kind of
I don't
pissing me
care
off.
about your factoids.
The word was sice or souse, which referred to the side of the face below the eye. Dude, I've been saying this. Like, I've been on about this. No one's been listening.
Been saying that.
For real.
The people that don't want to hear it.
I definitely brought this up last time I talked to you.
They're too
Do you
busy
remember?
reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar and shit like that. They don't know about that. Dice it
Very
up.
cheeky caterpillar.
Very naughty caterpillar. He's so naughty and hungry.
So naughty.
He won't stop
His
eating
cheeks are
until
clapping.
he becomes a beautiful butterfly. He simply cannot stop.
Animation where a caterpillar becomes a butterfly and then it starts twerking in like 24 FPS.
50 million views. Immediately. The Very Hungry Caterpillar bulks up, eats a bunch of Domino's pizza and starts twerking. Immediate viral hit. Get a sponsorship with Domino's, and then Papa John's are like, we want in on this, ha ha ha, on social media, and they're like,
Dude, honestly,
and then you
I don't know
re-release the
how
same
many-
animation, but with Papa John's instead of Domino's. You just in the money.
Dude. Okay. I'm thinking now. All the sponsorships on YouTube nowadays, right, are like a segment in the middle of the video, right? There's
Mhm.
like buy Manscaped or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen like product placement in like a YouTube video that's like kind of like a subliminal thing. Have you seen that?
I mean, yes, but it's subliminal, so you don't notice it. Like-
No, but like, okay, in a movie
know what you
where you're
mean,
like,
like,
they're drinking
in-
Coke, and
I know what you mean.
it's,
Like,
like, very
you're thinking like Wayne's World, the Wayne's World joke,
Yes.
where it's like, I just think people just do things for money, and that's kind of sad. And then he's like drinking a Coke slowly. I understand what
Yeah.
you mean, but you do see that. Like, if you watch like Moist Critical, he's got fucking gamer subs in the background while he's talking about nonsense. and
Oh, right.
people still do it. It's just less obvious now.
But just like you're saying, right? Make it like a movie clip, make a cartoon, and then just
Tim.
release it with the asset changed from
yeah,
Domino's
yeah,
to
exactly. I
Pizza
would
Hut.
do that and be in the money. Tim, every Mr. Beast video, Mr. Beast is not subliminal. It's the least
Definitely
subliminal shit ever. It's right. It's in your face, dude. Everything that he's doing is like, this video is sponsored by Shopify. Look, we climbed a mountain and put a Shopify flag. What the fuck is subliminal about that?
Oh, that was an ad?
Yeah, of course it was. That's where they got the money. Wait, wait. Why the fuck am I answering you seriously? See what I mean? I'm kind of slow.
It was subliminal to me.
It's subliminal. All right, see you, Curly. Thanks for stopping by.
The craziest thing that I like recently that I saw with Mr. Beast, well, I guess there's all kinds of shit out now, but on a video that he did was he had like the little bar at the bottom of the screen to indicate how much ad was like happening, right? And it happened really fast, and you're like, oh, it'll be over in like a minute, right?
Yeah.
And like, that's not even. It's like it'll
It's
be over
not,
in like
yeah.
10 seconds. And usually people skip it, but because it's so quick, it's like, oh, it'll happen. But then the bar starts to slow down.
It's so quick. Wait, the bar slows down?
The bar slows down exponentially, so that like you're like, oh, I won't skip it. Oh, it's going by so quick, and then it slows down, slows down, slows down, slows down. By the time the end of it, it's like you actually watched 30 seconds of an ad, and you didn't even mean to because the bar.
What are you
got
talking
slower.
about? That's not real.
No, it's real. I swear,
What-
it
what?
was so insane.
What? That's crazy. That's like evil.
It is evil, and everybody
Yeah.
was like, "Whoa, this is like a little, I don't know, mischievous. It's a little misleading, right? Because like,
What the fuck?
you made me think the ad was going to be quicker than it actually was."
I have a plugin on
And-
YouTube that skips embedded ads in videos.
Wow. How does it know?
Because everyone that uses it marks the video you're watching, like the timestamps it, so the app detects when you reach that point in the video and then skips to from the beginning of the ad to the end immediately.
Yeah. I always think the funniest shit is when I skip the ad and then the person is like, "Hope you didn't skip the ad." Looks at you.
Yeah. It's like, shut up, bitch. How about I unsubscribe? Hope you didn't unsubscribe, because I know people. Who do you know? I know the Pope.
I know the Pope.
I know the Pope. I know Muhammad. And I know Susan.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like
Susan
that-
Wojcicki.
she died. You know, her son
Oh yeah.
died. And
Oh
then
wait,
she-
yeah. I forgot. Did she die? Yeah, she died of cancer,
she
right?
died.
Fuck.
Yeah, but like I think a year before that, or maybe a little bit more, her son died from overdose? Question mark. It could have been something else. Very sad, but now they're reunited.
Yeah, people start celebrating Susan Wojcicki died. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No.
Like I know YouTube.
you
I know
know.
YouTube is fucked, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like-
yeah. That's messed up.
As like 99% of people, 99.999% of people aren't going to make a living on YouTube to begin with. Why the fuck are you celebrating this woman dying? What's wrong?
What's wrong with you guys? All of you in chat should be ashamed of yourselves.
I would never do such a thing. Well, I wouldn't.
Except for this coin spinning.
It zooms in on that moment with a V cam. So like you
Oh,
can
nice.
see, you can see here. Look, like when he does it, it's like
Yeah, Malty, I'm talking to you. I saw all those comments you made, all those posts. Oh, the golden ratio is the VCam. Oh, that's genius.
well, I mean, the golden ratio isn't used in this animation at all.
No, I know. It's just cute that the guide is.
But yeah, it's part of the
golden
V cam. I
ratio.
put it in there for another animation, which I actually cancelled.
The
This is sort of the
VCam should
spiritual. This
follow
is
the
sort of the
golden
spiritual
ratio.
successor to it. The animation I cancelled.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it was.
Wait,
it
but
was,
you didn't make
it,
the other one?
well, I boarded it pretty substantially, but then I realized it was too complex and it would probably take me way too long to finish. But it was another animation
You're like
about.
the only one that would release a sequel before the first one comes out.
Well, I wish I could have finished the first one because it was very intricately directed and stuff. But then I was like, I don't have the time or the money to finish this. I need to simplify it and make it funny in a different way. It was
I
another
get that,
it was another animation about just a woman being flirted with in a cafe, except instead of being a waitress, she was a customer that was just being harassed.
The complex animation in question was
Yeah,
him doing the quarter trick, but on two hands.
Yeah, he's doing it on both hands at the same time.
Yeah,
Look,
with two
come-
different quarters.
Look, babe, I know you're not impressed, but come back next week. I'll do it on both hands at the same time.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely would come back.
You like that dexterity, baby?
That's a
Yeah.
flirt that would work on me.
Yeah.
Top 10 flirts you must try.
Yeah, me too. A woman came up to me and she was like, I have incredible dexterity. I'd be like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that? What do you think of this, Star? What do you think of this moment?
The smack?
Does it look like the spider's thinking, like, oh no?
I don't see the spider think for um, um uh any amount of time. He's just smushed.
Wait, is it not moving?
No, he just walks to the middle of the table and then he's squashed.
It zooms in and then bang.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't
yeah,
see
yeah.
the fist? Is the stream
No, I
lagging?
can. I can.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It took a second. Make one leg twitch a single time after it's smashed.
See, people have told me that, like, look, if he's getting smashed, like, his body should be more obliterated. Like, one of his legs should come off and maybe, yeah, a twitch
It's
might be a
decimated.
good move. Yeah.
Well, is it a spider?
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's an arachnid. It's technically a daddy long legs. It's only got 6 legs.
Any long legs have 6 legs? Wow.
Yeah, they're not.
The
They're
more
not.
you know.
They're not spiders technically.
Oh. Arachnid moment.
That's a proper arachnid moment. That is.
I like how quickly this Polaroid develops. Instantaneous.
Doesn't matter. It's not real.
No, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
He gave him that picture.
Oh,
for
what the fuck?
He gave him that.
He just
picture
tore
for
that shit up.
compliment. Yeah. I love how nonsensical this animation is without the dialogue.
Oh yeah, I'm getting none of it. It's
mean,
also funny.
I mean, it's still nonsensical with the dialogue, but it makes sense at the same time. It's just an awkward social interaction.
Like to
God.
imagine that these cartoons are just like your life on the regular, you know?
I mean, a little bit. Like these characters.
This is like you and Lewis.
These characters do exist in my head to some degree, so they are part of me. Like
Yeah,
a
like
lot of the stuff that I write are like intrusive thoughts. Because that's the funniest shit. Like Orange Trick, for example, was actually I was talking to a woman, and I pulled out one piece of orange, and I just imagined one slice out of an orange that I was eating while talking to her, and I imagined doing that to her. And I started laughing. She was like, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it."
I hate that shit when you have a thought pop in.
Yeah.
You cannot stop laughing. And everything. What? And you're like, you
Yeah,
can't
so
even,
look. Even if I explained it to you, you'd like want to kill me. So it's fine.
you
don't worry
wouldn't
about
get it.
Yeah, and then I went home and made it. Like that's where almost all of these ideas come from. Is like the intrusive thoughts part of my brain.
True.
Where I'm just hanging out with people and I start laughing for no reason.
Well, now I know that you're not a insane maniac. You're just having a laugh with yourself.
I'm just constantly thinking of things and laughing. Yes.
Put him in the insane asylum.
I can't help it, man. It's just how my brain works. And I'm glad I have an outlet for it. Otherwise, people would think I was crazy, more crazy than they already think I am.
Yeah. If you weren't an animator, what do you think you'd be?
Dead.
A comedian. Dead.
No, I'd be a shitty comedian, man. Like on stage, being like, "What if you had an orange and then you pulled it out and looked like Pac-Man, and then what if
The execution is
What
not
if-
there.
and also, do you guys want to hear my social commentary? I have some ideas for social commentary." Like, no. I'm
I have some
better.
ideas.
I'm better off just animating my intrusive thoughts and just leaving it at that.
I remember thinking of this one Simpsons joke where a guy's been hiccuping for 30 years and was thinking of it while being lectured by some teacher. True. I mean, The Simpsons, and like, I mean, any joke really is like all about the execution, right? Like
Yeah, it's true.
sometimes a really weird joke or something is told perfectly. The delivery is just so funny.
Delivery and timing is everything. You can make anything funny
Everything.
with the right timing and delivery.
God, I
Um,
remember we made this like sketch in like high school and we like presented it on stage. I don't even remember what it was, but we made this really funny punchline. This guy said it like way too early, like he said it instantly, and it just sucked everything out of it. And I was like, dude, how do you not get it? You know, like
yeah.
anyway, that's my little
No, I know what you mean.
rant.
Yeah, like if you watch my shit, you'll notice a lot of the time there isn't really a joke. The joke is sort of the absurdity of the situation itself,
Hmm.
and then it's just sort of well timed, and then people go, "Oh, that's funny, but I don't know why." And
Yeah.
that's what I go for, because it is just shit that pops into my head, makes me laugh in a way that I can't explain, I can't verbalize it, so I just have to show people.
Right.
Um,
I mean, like when people think funny, they like think like, "Oh, where's the punchline?" And sometimes
not
shit just like
yeah,
drags
yeah.
on, and it's funny, but it's like there's like an awkward laugh, nervousness, but it's still funny. Like,
Remind you of Jeff's old cartoons. I love Jeff's old cartoons, like Facebook, Twitter. Like he gives the guy a helmet. It's like because he's mad that this guy posts such bullshit tweets. Like nobody cares about your life, dude. Like your life sucks. You suck. And he's like, he gives him a helmet with a spike on. He's like, you're going to impale yourself with your own head. Yeah, like. Yeah, I love Jeff's stuff. I wish he made more of it. He hates his cartoons, and it bums me out because I love them.
you remember Trash Tunes?
Yeah, dude. Fucking Zelinki was talking to me about Trash Tunes yesterday. Everybody misses
really?
those guys because there was no point to their videos, and there was no punchline. But
I
somehow
was
that made
trying
it
to
funny.
explain it. I was trying to explain it to somebody the other day, like another animator, but I couldn't articulate. I was like, they're really bad. Like they're nothing cartoons. I was like, I'm really like not selling this, but it was so
They're not
funny.
bad.
Like, they're not bad. It's like
I mean, they're not good.
they're good in a bad way. Yeah, exactly. So I was like stumbling through, like I was like, no, it's like really sad that they left. Like there's a void, but you know they weren't good.
Yeah, like those cartoons would end with like a bunch of shit happened. People would have insane thought processes, and then it would just end with like a huh, and then it just ends.
Exactly.
And like
exactly.
that, I loved that shit. Like that, I wanted more of. I wanted an endless supply of that stuff, because that's how people
Oh my
think.
God.
That is how people think. Like you just think stuff, and then you go, oh, that's weird. Why did I think that anyway? But on with my day. And
It
that
was such a
there's a void
a
for that
deep
kind of
look.
content.
Yeah.
Like people feel like everything has to have a point, and it doesn't.
Hmm.
Like your interactions on a daily basis, they don't have a point a lot of the time. Like maybe you'll be hanging out with a family member and you'll talk about your favorite flavor of chip or something,
Yeah.
and like that's life.
Billy Molly says, "Please don't talk about Trash Tunes. I just can't take the hurt."
Oh, holy moly. Yeah, man. Yeah, we all miss Trash Tunes. That it was too good for this world. I
just don't
I
understand
feel
why
like
they
there was
had to
probably.
delete the
I bet there
channel.
was. I think there was probably like some like drama or something behind the scenes, which is crazy considering the kind of cartoons they were making. Like, do you really think that they were like arguing behind the scenes, like, no, we can't do that's not funny, we can't do that, and they were having like a proper like Beatles fallout?
This is
over-
what Trash Tunes is supposed to be.
Yeah,
No!
like you don't share the same Trash Tunes vision as me. Where it was like I feel like that probably happened, even though the stuff they were making was like perfect. It was amazing. It was
Another man's
shit, but
trash is another man's treasure.
yeah, it was shit, but that's why it was good.
Yeah.
And it frustrates me that we lost them. We lost them to the void. They wanted life away from the internet. Well, don't we all, man? The internet is real life now. Didn't you get the memo? There's no difference between the internet and real life now.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Like, you'll get family members talking about fucking Ben Shapiro now. Like, how is the internet any different to real life at this point? It's the same thing. It just replaced television. That's all it did. And television was also real life for a long time. True words have never been spoken always makes me laugh, and I don't know why.
Because it's true.
Because it's true. It's because true words were spoken, and they were probably never more true than they were when they were spoken. Just like the original texts of the prophets.
Yeah, as the prophecy foretold.
As the prophecy foretold, truer words have never been spoken. I'm gonna
so true.
I'm gonna reinvent morality from first principles in the form of a string of tweets. What do you guys think about that plan?
Like the tweets will dictate morality?
Yeah. From first principles, I'm gonna reinvent morality in the form of a string of tweets. Based
what's the first one?
Based on musings I had. Just be heckin' good frickin' person. That's the first one. Second one is I'm hot. That one too. That's the second one. I'm hot. That's the second one. Third one is what do you guys think of my Sona? That's the third one.
And it's your epic persona?
Yeah. And then fourth one is my dad's been a real fucking piece of shit. Don't be like him. And then next the fifth one is you guys fucking watch cartoons?
So I'm actually of the belief that the 1 through 3 tweets are kind of like the Old Testament, and then the 4 through 5 are kind of like the New Testament.
Yeah.
So like, there's some debate as to the validity of the 4 and 5th tweets being like
this is
actually
the
canon.
This is the New Testament.
Yeah.
The
Bible.
It's immutable. I'm going to cement it on the blockchain.
Dude, who was the first guy to mint the Bible on the blockchain?
That obviously that's already been done, right? Wait, who was?
Oh, for sure.
What was that? What movie script got like just copied and pasted into a text document and sold on the blockchain, and some guy bought it for $1 million, thinking that they owned the movie rights because they bought the NFT?
What the fuck?
Like, and it was something crazy. It was like King Kong or something crazy like that. Like, dude, I just bought the rights to King Kong or something like that. And really, all they did was they bought a text document of the script of whatever IP it was that was just stolen. And they
all of the NFT shit was really dumb because people are like, I bought the NFT of the Mona Lisa. Wait, you mean I don't own the Mona Lisa?
Yeah, dude, that actually happened. Like, people thought that. Like this.
Like brain damaged people are the ones that are buying this shit.
Dude, yeah, but this happened with Microsoft when they bought Rareware. Rare, do you know Rare? They made Donkey Kong Country and stuff.
Yes.
When they bought Rare, they thought that meant that they owned Donkey Kong, but they didn't realize that Donkey Kong was just. Rare was just hired to make Donkey Kong Country. They don't own Donkey Kong.
It's a big facade.
Yeah, but like they were just contracted to make Donkey Kong Country. But Microsoft, when they bought Rare, they were like, "Yes, we own Donkey Kong," and then they realized, no, Nintendo owns Donkey Kong. And so they bought that company for no reason, and then they just forced Rare to make Kinect games for like 10 years.
As punishment.
Yeah, like, this is your fault. You should have told us before we wasted fucking $20 million on acquiring.
We're literally just freelancers, bro.
Mm-hmm. They were just freelancers, and Microsoft bought them thinking that it meant they owned Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Can you imagine doing this whole deal? Like, I don't know, you like. I can't even imagine like a situation of this, right? But like, you partner with the studio, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? You mean we don't own Orange Trick? Like, oh, fuck you!" Like,
I bought Orange Trick. Wait, I don't own Pac-Man? What the fuck?
That's exactly it.
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
How much would you sell Orange Trick for on the blockchain?
£1 million. I need out of this rat race now. I need out. I can't take this shit anymore. Just give me enough to buy a home so I can keep making cartoons. Please.
Have you seen that movie Rat Race? It's an American movie.
I have actually. It's got a comedian in it that I like called Lee Evans. He's a British comedian that was big for a while. Rat Race movie. Isn't Danny DeVito in it? Is he? Oh, John Cleese is in it. I know he is.
Yeah. Maybe it isn't an American movie. Is it English?
No, it's American. But it had some Titans in it. Wayne Knight? Wait, Wayne Knight, wasn't he in Jurassic Park? Yeah, he was. He was the fat guy in Jurassic Park that gets killed.
Mm-hmm.
And he also played Newman in Seinfeld.
Is that Mr. Bean? Yes.
Damn. Oh yeah, Rowan Atkinson's in Rat Race too. Damn. I need to fucking rewatch that. It's been a long time.
Worst movie ever? Yeah, I need to rewatch that. Just kidding. It's not.
I like
it has some really good jokes.
Come on, man. I like a lot of shitty movies. I like Dude, Where's My Car? I love that movie.
Dude, I watched that movie. So fucking nuts.
Like that era of movies of just embracing how stupid humans are.
No one's making movies like that anymore.
Well, they need to come back because people don't realize how stupid they are. Like we are all stupid, every single one of us. And I feel like those movies were important in a way, and I'm not joking.
No, yeah. It's a whole era.
Yeah. They need to bring that shit back. I don't know. I'm a sucker for that dumb shit. They're nice escapism, which I understand.
It's so funny.
We can't live in escapism all the time, but I don't know. Like that scene where he's arguing with the fucking voice box at the Chinese food place.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, that was the funniest thing in the world to me.
Hitler's car. True. I like the one with the guy with the like numb mouth, like he's like
wait, what is
trying
that
to like say all the in Rat Race, like he's like I'm trying to remember what happens.
Yeah, I honest to God, I have not seen Rat Race since I was like probably 10. I need to rewatch it. I'm also a big Rowan Atkinson fan. Like, obviously, right? Jared is obviously inspired by Mr. Bean. Anyone who didn't notice that is uncultured. I
think of other like stoner comedies.
I mean, there's ones that I don't like Pineapple Express. I'm not a fan of movies like Pineapple Express because they're not adjacently stoner comedies. They're like, hey guys, we're smoking weed and that's the joke. Which is
I haven't seen that one.
I don't fuck with that stuff. I do like what's the one with the dude in it? The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Like that's a good film. But yeah, it does bum me out that those movies sort of died out. I just love that dumb shit.
An extinction event.
Yeah. Well, look, I'd rather watch The Big Lebowski than watch Barbie.
I think I would agree with that.
Like, and the reason why I say that is because the Barbie movie is so insanely patronizing. Like I don't need to be snapped into self-awareness through an allegory built off of the Barbie franchise. I just don't. But maybe there are people in the world that need that.
Have you seen the animated Barbie movies?
I think I've seen one of them.
I'm not lying when I say those are like peak cinema. Like they're so good.
Are they actually peak?
No, like they're genuine. Like you'd think it's gonna be like this really janky mocap, and like some of it is.
I think I've seen Barbie in the Nutcracker. I think my older sister watched that when we were growing up.
That's the best one.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's like genuinely one of my favorite movies of all time.
You're fucking with me.
No, I'm not. It has Tim Curry as the Rat King, and he like puts
What?
120%. Yeah, like a fantastic performance.
Oh damn, you're right. You're not lying.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
No.
Damn. Oh my fucking god. This world is so fucking creepy.
It's supposed to be kind of like it's that really uncanny, like a natural fairy tale kind of feeling. Like
there's a horrible feeling that I've been getting now that I'm pushing 30. Where I'm just like, how can people be so stupid? Oh my god. And then I remember that I remember the shit that I grew up watching and how much it meant to me, even though it was garbage. And I'm just like, oh wait, that's just part of life. Like people, we were like, it was that moment where I remembered, wait, I was also insanely stupid. Like we all are.
Yeah.
Like we all grow up insanely stupid. And it gave me a mini existential crisis. Like I think some part of me thought that I was like better than other people. And then I realized, wait, no, I was also a massive idiot. I was perceiving reality through the lens of like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Like that was
Either way,
that was my cipher.
Yeah. I know we were talking about like the rat race and the silly goofy movies, but like when I talk about the Barbie movies, like it is not like a bad good movie. It's like a genuinely good movie.
Yeah, I believe you, man.
But I agree with you.
Also, I fucking love Tim Curry as well. I'm going to escape to the one place not poisoned by capitalism. Space. That's his line in Command and Conquer, I think. What a legend.
Sorry, I stepped away for a second. What did you say?
Oh, Tim Curry's line in Command and Conquer. It's like, I'm going to escape to the one place not poisoned by capitalism. Space! Yeah, it's so good, man.
That is really good.
Tim Curry's a fucking legend.
I really think that performance stuck with me like so, because I didn't know who Tim Curry was as a kid. But I knew that this guy was like the Rat King. Like he's gonna fucking.
That was your
kill me.
introduction to Tim Curry, huh? The Rat King.
Yeah, genuinely, like, and it's also interesting to think because like
It's got to start somewhere.
so
man.
many actors, I feel like are waiting for the big breakout role, and it's like like I just got to do this for the paycheck, whatever, and yet. So, like, people's introduction to you is this, like, throwaway character, seemingly throwaway character. Why not give, like, your best effort for even something that you think doesn't matter? Like, you never know.
Yeah, it's true.
especially for those movies that you think like it's not going to go anywhere, and then it takes off because like you can't predict what's going to be a hit and what's not going to be good.
Yeah, no, I believe you. I believe you when it comes to those Barbie movies actually being good. I think when it came to like, okay, let's make a live action one with Ryan Gosling, I was like, okay, I understand what this is. This is not for me. This is for people who are just like, they have severe arrested development and they need to be snapped back into reality. I already comprehend the point of this movie. Look, there's vague race war overtones. There's it satirizes the patriarchy while also satirizing like militant feminism at the same time. There's ultimately no conclusion, and it ends with Barbie going to the gynecologist. Like, I comprehend it already. I already get what the point of that movie. I don't need to fucking. I didn't need to watch it.
Yeah, like I saw it and I was like, well, I mean, it's very formulaic.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like people that are like,
it's a road to nowhere. It's a road to nowhere movie. That's all it is. It's a road to nowhere movie through the lens of like Barbie. Which
I wish it was like it was like a little bit more transformative, like where
there's nobody learns anything in that movie. That's the point.
Yeah. No matter what that movie like is, like I hate it when it's a nothing movie, no matter what the subject is.
I honestly think that movie is a reaction to
the Rat Race.
To Rat Race. It's a reaction to online gender politics. That's all it is. And like you know, pickup culture and stuff. But like you can tell that movie was written by people that have spent too much time on Twitter and see how fucked up people are. And I didn't need to see it, but I think a lot of people maybe they did need to see it.
Yeah, I wonder how many people saw it and gleaned something from it.
Well, I also didn't like Oppenheimer because, you know, the whole Barbenheimer thing. I didn't need a 3-hour movie to tell me that the atomic bomb was a bad idea.
It was a little. It felt meandery and long.
Yeah, but the point of Oppenheimer is, you know, like Reddit scientism.
No.
Like people that like think that the scientific method is the only way to unveil truth about reality. That's what scientism means. So the kind of people that like go, oh, everyone's stupid because they watched Cosmos once. And the reason why that's bad is because science has actually created many horrible things throughout history.
Very true.
And there are people that like worship the scientific method simply because it has created so many wonderful things like computers and like amazing advancements in medical science and stuff. But it's not. There's no such thing. Like the scientific process is not inherently good for just because we figured out how to do it. It's not. It's a process. Yeah. It's not a belief system. Whereas people on Reddit are like, how can these people have such primitive beliefs? I believe in science. And it's like, mate, have you heard of the atomic bomb? Have you heard of thalidomide? Have you heard of like MK Ultra?
There's that guy that put like lead in gasoline because it made the engine run better.
And that, by the way, that coincides with a huge spike in crime and lowering of IQ in the UK. Is like having lead.
Yeah, because of lead in everybody. Yeah,
and it's like, well, I believe the science. It's like, well, how about go fuck yourself? How about that? How about you don't know what you're talking
there was
about?
a course that I took in college that was like sociology, and I was like, what the fuck is sociology? Like, I don't really like. And I took it. It was like one of my favorite courses because it was basically science, but like the ethics involved in science and like why certain things are done the way. And it's like, because up until that point, I was a big I like science. I love science.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
do I.
a great way of like finding out more things about the world, but then when you view everything through that lens, it becomes very like means to an end
you
type
become like a
thing.
sociopath.
Yeah,
Like
and sometimes it's like, oh well, even something like, oh, the Nazis did experimentation on like prisoners of war, like discovered the effects of like whatever this did on like
yeah,
humans. It's
yeah,
like, hey,
they
maybe
had
we
no
shouldn't be doing that.
they
Like,
had no scientific morals, so they would just do like horrific experiments on human beings and stuff. Like it's
right, and it's like, oh,
um
but now we know what this chemical does. It's like, oh, yeah, but
like the phrase
it's
"trust the
not
science" makes me
justified.
so angry. It's unbelievable.
Hmm. Have you
But
used it? Have you not used it? Have you heard it being used in like um, situations that are like? Can you think of an example? I guess that's what I was asking.
I'd rather not get into this.
Okay,
But
no, it's fine.
I think that it's insanely reductive. It's people that are searching for they're searching for an authority to tell them what to think, in the same way that it's exactly the same way in which religious people do it. It's like,
Right.
oh, the scientist said this, but it's like that's not necessarily like that's it doesn't mean that they're right. Like that's the whole point of science. So it's like we should approach science with everybody should be cautious. Everybody should.
Right.
Trust the science is a meaningless statement. It doesn't mean anything. And
Yeah.
The
It's
and
just like a way of getting what you want. I mean, there's
yeah,
also stuff in that class where it was like learning like, oh, when you set up an experiment, a lot of people will set up their experiment to succeed no matter what. Like, I'm trying to think of an example, but basically you set up the experiment.
it's
And if it,
unfalsifiable. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I hadn't even thought of that because it's like I set it up, I did the scientific experiment, and now like I checked all the boxes, and it's but you didn't actually learn anything. Like you weren't prepared to
Yeah.
fail. Like I remember in elementary school, so many kids like, oh god, my hypothesis was wrong. Like redo, start over. Like I have to, confirm. And it's like no, like it's okay to be wrong. Like that's the whole point
That's the point of
of
science. Yeah, is like
yeah.
you need to be okay with being wrong. And
But kids aren't familiar with that concept because they're like, oh, what? Like they're searching
but
for.
I trust it though. It's like, what? Okay, fine. Trust the process, man. We're all in this together. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And that's why I
Science
need
was-
movies like Dude, Where's My Car to return. I need to be able to watch shit like that. Please.
Dude, where's my car? Hypothesis. It
Where's
got
your car,
stolen.
dude? Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
I completely forgot like what happens in that movie.
He loses his car and then they uncover a cult.
Oh yeah.
The Zoltan cult. Which is like I'm assuming is like a Scientology parody or something. I don't know.
I love watching like movies again with like a new more experiences and understanding some of the references that they would make. I
Yeah.
watched Finding Nemo when I was really young, and I didn't know that the sharks had a Australian accent. I just thought they like talked funny.
They sound stupid.
No, I loved it. I was like, why do
Yeah.
they all sound like that? I didn't know what Australia was.
That is funny to think. It was a different experience for me because in England you're exposed to so many different accents at a young age. Like you can drive
Really?
15 minutes to another town in England and people use completely different words, have completely different accents.
How
Simply
familiar
because
were you with?
how familiar was I with like Australian accents?
Yeah.
Pretty familiar because I was a fan of Crocodile Hunter named Steve Owen.
Oh. Yeah.
Um,
Interesting.
but I grew up watching a myriad of media from all over the world, so this stuff was never sort of shocking to me.
I guess it wasn't like
I was
shocking.
just
like,
raised on good media. What can I say? I
Yeah.
was just raised on good media, so it just wasn't. I didn't have the same experience of like, wow, he sounds weird.
I didn't sound like that per se. I was like interested. I just didn't know exactly
Yeah.
where to pinpoint it.
Yeah. Well,
but it's interesting 'cause, like,
people watch our cartoons and think we're Australian all the time
yeah, I
because
get that.
Brits sound quite similar to Australians, but
Yeah. Well, not
if,
like only if you don't know.
only if you don't know the difference. Yeah, because Australians sound
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this, and I sound like this. Like this is not the same. Like, all right,
Yeah.
mate. Oh fucking hell! Like it's not the same.
Absolutely not.
But it doesn't sound.
But
It doesn't sound American or Canadian. So people go, must be Australian.
Right. I'm trying to think. There was there's a show I watched that. Oh, actually, no. My original point was, for some reason, like, okay, America is supposed to be like the melting pot of like all these different cultures and people, and like, I think I have a good like now like accent, you know, a good idea of like where certain accents are from, but really don't see that many Australians in the US for some reason. Maybe it's just a small
Why the fuck would
minority, but,
Australians
like,
move to the United States? Australia's like a borderline paradise. Why would they leave?
I mean, like, just
Like,
for visitation
They have
or
incredible
or something.
wages. They have affordable healthcare. Their property is affordable. Like, why the fuck would they
Maybe
move
not
to the United States?
moving, but just visiting or traveling, like.
Most of the time, Australians will go to like Bali or England. Like a lot of them have an affinity for England because they are technically descended from our culture.
Interesting.
So you'll get Brits that go to Australia, and you'll get Australians that go to Britain. Because there's this sort of exchange that goes on. Actually, a lot of Brits, when they make a bunch of money, they tend to move to Australia because they hate how gloomy it is here. Like, it's always raining, it's always grey.
Yeah.
And they just go,
it's
fuck
like
this.
their
And, yeah, they go, fuck this, I'm going to Australia.
retirement.
Like, you almost never get Brits moving to the United States. Like, they'll go to
Oh,
Australia.
yeah. I mean, in Australia, I saw way more Europeans, particularly Brits and Germans.
There's
than I
tons
did
of
United
of
States.
Brits in Australia, yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Because Australia they're so similar to us, it's unreal.
Culture-wise?
Culturally, yeah. They're like almost identical.
Interesting.
So and it's just like, also it's like they just run the country better than we run our own. So Brits will often run away to Australia. Even I thought about it at one point. But,
it's funny going to all these different countries and being like, wow, so much, like, what is the phrase? It's like, we could have better shit, but we don't. Like,
yeah, we
other
choose
countries
not
are
to.
doing it just fine. Yeah.
We choose not to. We're stuck in our ways. Britain is very slow moving. Like, we're very resilient. Resistant to change is the word I was looking for. Like, which sucks. It sucks. This place is really stuck in the past. There's not much you can do about it. I might end this stream soon. It's been going for like nearly 4 hours, and I kind of.
Wow, you've been streaming for a while. Yeah.
I've been doing 4-hour streams all week, yeah. But maybe I'll stream a little bit later. I don't know. I'm not really tired, so maybe I'll do like some absurd fucking 3 a.m. stream or something. But I made a bunch of progress on this stream, so.
That's awesome. Alti says, Australia is a borderline paradise. Brother, the place rains spiders.
People always say that, but that, like, you know what else rains spiders? The cracks in your walls while you're sleeping. A spider's gonna crawl into your mouth. and you're gonna swallow
I
it.
saw one spider in Australia, and it was literally whatever, like
Yeah.
size.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So-
What I hear from Australians is like, no, it's like spiders are in the bush, and yeah, sometimes you'll encounter them, but for the most part, you're fine.
Well,
In, like,
I
this-
went to the bush, and even then,
Yeah. Yeah,
I went
I
out
think
to
it's
Central
I think
Australia,
it's
and there was-
exaggerated. I think people are just like in England. The most dangerous animal here is a cow. So, it's just a completely different world, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey everybody who showed up for the stream, thank you very much. I'll probably stream again later tonight actually, because I'm kind of feeling it. And every time I end the stream, I get sad. Like I actually really enjoy doing it. I didn't think I'd enjoy it this much, but I do. So maybe I'll be back a little later. A lot of you guys are in different time zones. It will be like maybe 2-3 a.m. for me, but
it's cool. I mean that you have this universal fan base, so that people can tune in from. Any time zone.
I prefer doing this over like posting insane tweets. This is a lot more fun.
Oh yeah.
Because nobody on Twitter knows what the fuck I'm talking about. And
you
I'm
can
okay with
elaborate here.
it. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for showing up, everybody. I'll see you later. I'll see you later.